They say the greatest treasures are not gold, nor jewels, nor crowns, but the power to heal a broken world. And in the heart of Arthurian legend lies a tale of wounds, sorrow, and the eternal search for redemption. The story of the Fisher King and the Holy Grail. The wounded king long ago, in a castle hidden beyond the mists, there lived a king. He was no ordinary ruler. He was the guardian of the Grail, the sacred chalice said to hold the blood of Christ, a vessel of divine power. But fate is cruel. The king, while defending his land, was struck by a terrible wound in his thigh. The injury did not kill him, yet it never healed. Day after day he lingered in agony. Because of his wound, he could not ride, nor fight, nor rule. And as the king suffered, so too did his kingdom. The rivers dried, the crops withered, the land turned into a wasteland. What hurt the king hurt the world. The people called him the Fisher King, for in his pain he would sit by the waters, fishing endlessly to ease his sorrow. His only hope was a prophecy. One day a pure-hearted knight would come to the castle. If that knight could ask the right question, the wound would heal, and the land would bloom once more. But many knights came, and many failed. They marveled at the castle's wonders. They sat at the great table where the Grail itself appeared, glowing with heavenly light. But none spoke the words that mattered, and so the Fisher King's suffering endured. At last a young knight arrived, Percival, innocent and untested. He was brave but also naive, raised in the wild, unknowing of courtly ways. That night he was led into the Grail Hall. The air shimmered with mystery. A procession began. First came a bleeding lance, carried by solemn maidens, drops of blood falling to the floor. Then came the Grail itself, blazing with holy light, carried by a maiden so radiant she seemed half divine. Percival's heart burned with questions. What is this lance? Who is served by the Grail? Why is the king in such pain? But he remembered his training. A knight must never speak out of turn, so he kept silent. And with his silence, the chance was lost. By morning, the castle had vanished. Percival awoke alone in the wilderness, the Grail beyond his reach, the Fisher King still broken, the land still barren. Years passed. Percival wandered, haunted by his failure. He battled demons, endured temptation, and searched endlessly for the vanished Grail castle. Everywhere he went, he saw suffering, villages starving, rivers dry, children crying, and he knew this was his fault. He prayed, fasted, and grew wiser. No longer a boy, but a man tempered by grief. And at last, by grace, he was led once more to the Grail castle. This time, as the procession passed, he did not stay silent. He turned to the Fisher King, pale and trembling in his chair, and asked, "Whom does the Grail serve?" The words echoed like thunder. The Fisher King gasped, his wound burning like fire, and then healing. The barren land shuddered, rivers flowed, flowers bloomed. The curse was broken. The Grail serves not kings, nor knights, nor pride. It serves God. It serves healing. It serves compassion. And only when one forgets themselves and asks with love for another's sake can the wound be healed. The Fisher King rose from his chair, whole again. His kingdom was restored, and the world was renewed. And Percival's name was remembered forever as the knight who asked the question that saved the land. For in every age there is a Fisher King, a wound that festers, a land that suffers, and always the Grail waits for someone pure of heart to ask the right question. The Grail's light still shines in legend. Join me for the next tale, like this video, and subscribe so the story finds you again.